Alright guys, how we doing? Woo! It is Friday. I don't know why, but I am super excited to go to the gym. I actually slept in again for once. It's 7:42. I know some of you guys are probably like, that's not sleeping in. But for me it is. I feel great this morning. Had my pre-workout and we're good to go. Headed to Spectrum Clubs again right now. Not sure how busy it's going to be. Hopefully it's not that bad. Again, because like I said, I want to try to film some stuff. So we'll see how it turns out. But today is going to be another pull day. What I'm going to start doing that I just decided literally last night is usually I pull a lot of sumo when I do deadlift, but I really want to build up my overall back development, so I'm going to start doing conventional deadlifts again, which I'm wearing my Nikes, which are horrible to deadlift in, but anyways, yeah. So I'm going to start doing some more conventional deadlifts, really work on that, and then when I go back to sumo deadlifts, it'll hopefully help out with my sumo. You'd actually be surprised that once you do conventional for a while and then go back to sumo, majority of the time your sumo actually will improve. Gives your hips a little bit more rest. That's what I did for my last meet, and I was able to put up like a 15 or 20 pound PR, which is incredible. So yeah, so we're gonna go to Spectrum right now, do some conventional pulls, probably like a 5x8 or 7x5, something like that. I'll figure it out. Do a couple different vertical pull exercises, horizontal, hit some pea shooters, try to get some biceps in there, maybe a little bit of rear delts, and that'll be pretty much it. But again guys, it's Sunday, wow, it's Friday in Santa Barbara, beautiful weather outside, and yeah, we're gonna have a good workout and get some good film. Then after that, I will be heading into work. Fridays I don't go in till a little bit later. Got a bunch of just like computer work to do, emails, clients to catch up on. Every Friday, all my clients send me their weekly reports. How the week went, how they're staying to the plan. Did you miss your macros on a day? Did you not do your cardio like you were supposed to? How's your strength? And progress pictures. And then usually a day after that, I'll follow up with them, give them any changes that I made, recommendations, to make sure they're staying on track. So yeah, I wish I had a little bit more clients. The scene just in Santa Barbara isn't there. The Ferrigno Legacy was an NPC contest they did last year, but unfortunately they're moving it around. So it went from Santa Barbara going to Palm Springs, which I don't really get, but oh well. So one of my clients, like I said, is actually competing in San Jose, and then I have another girl who just called me about 2 or 3 days ago to do some posing. I'm not coaching her, I'm just helping her with posing. She's going to be doing a show in like 4 to 5 weeks from now, but she looks great. She's got a lot of potential, so I'm really hoping that she does well. I wish I could have been her coach, because I definitely think there's some improvements I could have made, but again, no disrespect to her coach, because he seems like he knows what he's doing. But yeah, excited to kind of work with her and see what we can get her ready for the show. Bikini posing is probably the most awkward thing for me to do. I don't know why, you just feel weird doing it. You're some guy and you're just like, yeah, you should stick your butt out more, or and men's physique is easy. Like, just do this, man, do that, turn, boom. Even I've worked with figure girls, and that's easy too, but bikini, you need to add a little bit of sass, a little bit of attitude, a little bit of you in your posing, and being a guy without being creepy is sometimes hard. But I've worked with a couple different bikini girls before who've done really well. I had a girl named Ashley that looked phenomenal for the one that I was just talking about, the Ferrigno show. Yeah, so like I said guys, we are headed to Spectrum right now. It's about 7:45. and I'll get you guys some footage. So, all right, peace. Ta-da! Here we are at Spectrum. One thing that I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but I really don't like to eat before I train. So what I've been doing lately is I use a lot of intra-workout or post-workout supplements during training. This right here is Rapid Refuel by Muscle Sport, which I love. I'll usually do a scoop of that during my workouts. One scoop is about 10 grams of protein and 20 grams of carbs. So really fuels my training and helps out a lot. Today we are doing some deadlifts with some rest of pull, maybe some bicep, stuff like that. One thing that you'll notice is I am not pulling sumo. For the next 4 to 6 weeks, I've decided to go back to pulling conventional, which is completely throwing me off. I hate pulling at Spectrum to begin with. And then pulling in general is just, yeah. I didn't even decide I was going to do deads until actually I got to Spectrum. If you'll notice, I'm wearing Nikes, which are not my favorite shoes to lift in. Eventually I'll take them off just because I don't feel comfortable, but just warming up here with the bar, 135. This is that I'm not sitting back as much as I want to. Again, I haven't pulled conventional in a long time, so this feels a little bit off for me. Need to bring up my shoulders and chest just a little bit more before I pull, but started with 135, working up to 215. Gonna keep on climbing. I think this is my first set of 405. So today we decided to do 7 by 5 at 405. Which is 80% of what my 1 rep max is supposed to be. I'm basing it off, I think it's 515. So what I've been doing is essentially taking 4 different lifting patterns, 10 by 3, 7 by 5, 5 by 7, and 4 by 9, and taking those at different percentages and splitting them over 2 weeks. There's a program out there called Smoloff, which is extremely popular for a squat program. What I've done, I kind of stole a little bit from a guy named Matt Ogus, is kind of taken that and applied it to all my lifts and split it over a 2-week period instead of just a 1-week period. Again, these are just some clips of me doing my 7 sets of 5 at 405. You'll notice right here, again, like I said, I'm not sitting back far enough. It's almost like I'm doing a stiff-legged deadlift. So I know that if I actually get my form right, I'll be able to pull a lot more weight. I'm just not staying tight. You know, you can tell I'm using a lot of my lower back, just not the best form. But again, guys, like I said, just getting back to conventional again. So eventually, when I look at this video now, I can critique myself, go back and make those adjustments. One of the kids at Spectrum actually to film me because it's been really difficult to try to film anything myself. You can tell right here I just kind of have my camera set on the floor. I've been meaning to go on Amazon and get a tripod so I can get some better views, because on the floor it's kind of tough. I don't know what I'm really seeing. You know, I don't know what kind of footage I'm putting out there. So I want to get some better footage out to you guys of my lifting, instead of just going up to people in the gym and being like, hey, yo bro, sorry about your set, but can you film me? Most of the people don't mind because I have a good relationship with everybody at Spectrum, but I still feel weird asking people all the time to film me. So again, this is, I think, my last set here of 405. Starting to really break down my form, feeling really tired at the end of it. I'm trying to get myself motivated any way I can. Just, you know, kind of give myself that pep talk. You'll see too that I actually decided to start using straps for a couple of my sets because I just couldn't stay tight. I don't like these bars, again, like I said. No grip whatsoever. Usually when I do pull conventional, I'll pull switch grip, but this is double overhand with the straps, which you'll see right here. So, do you guys pull conventional or sumo? I don't know what type of lifting you guys pull, but if you guys are pulling sumo or conventional, I would tell you to make a switch every once in a while. Try to run that program for anywhere from like 6 to 8 weeks and then kind of switch over to pulling the other way. you'll notice that actually when you go back to pulling sumo or pulling conventional, that you're surprisingly a lot stronger than you were when you were pulling previously and gave yourself a break. Alright, so we finished up with some deads. We're doing some lat pull downs right now, really trying to stay nice and try to keep my chest up, really fully extend at the top of the movement too. I notice much more lat development when I come all the way through. I know a lot of guys will lean pretty far back, and when I do that, I just don't notice that the real good lat workout that I'm looking for. Yes, that's the right way to say it, but yeah. So like I said, again, I think I did 3 or 4 sets here of lat pull downs, really just trying to stay nice and tight. One tip that I always tell guys that I learned early on is try to pull with your back and your elbows and not your arms. I can't say I'm doing the best here, but again, that's a little tip that'll kind of help you guys out with your lat pull downs. To make sure that you guys are doing it right and really activating your lats. So I think it was maybe about like 150, 160 with a weight there. After that, we decided to move on to seated cable rows, which the program that I was running before, I wasn't doing as much hypertrophy as I'm gonna start doing again. I missed kind of that bodybuilding, 8 to 12 rep range with some of the movements, especially my back. My back's always been a strong point of mine, and I really want to make sure that I keep it up that way. With the seated rows, one thing that I'm doing wrong here is I'm using too much of my whole body and kind of swinging into it. I want to bring my chest up a little bit more and stay a little bit tighter, but I'm happy. There's some delt porn going on right there. Pretty happy with my delt development. Again, I got that kid again to actually start filming me. Hopefully by next week I'll have a tripod that I can have set up at Spectrum, and hopefully nobody will say anything. Moving on to incline dumbbell rows. One thing with this is you really want to try to drive your elbows back into your pocket. Not doing the best job in this video. As you'll notice, my arms are coming up a little bit high. I need to be pulling a little bit lower. Maybe next time I will drop the weight. Really focus on that squeeze in your back, trying to get as much tension as possible out of the movement. But I've been doing these for a while now, and I really like them. If you guys haven't tried them, I would suggest doing them. Start really light when you do them. Moved on to some curls for the girls. I think we are doing 40s here. What I've been doing lately is trying to sit instead of standing so I don't swing the weight when I do my bicep curls. Really trying to focus on that squeeze and that peak as much as possible when I do my bicep curls. We are doing, I believe, 3 to 4 sets here of, again, 8 to 10, maybe a little bit more. Trying, like I said, again, not to swing as much, but you'll kind of have that swing once you start getting really tired and fatigued, that you'll want to do that. Again, like I said, this is me just doing weird angles because I don't have a tripod. I don't know what kind of exercises you guys do as far as bicep curls, but I try to do about a minimum 3 exercises when I do any type of pull movement. My arms are, in my opinion, underdeveloped, and I really want to bring up my arms in the next 6 to 8 months. They've been kind of a weak point for me. Naturally, I just have bigger shoulders, so I really want to try to bring up my arms as much as possible over the next 6 to 8 months. Been hammering my triceps as much as possible. If you want bigger arms, you really got to hit those triceps. The triceps make up the majority of the arms, so that's what's going to make the difference. After that, we decided to move on to rope curls, or rope hammer curls. Really trying to hit my biceps from 3 to 4 different angles. It's one of the best things that'll help with helping with your biceps. It's just really attacking your arms from as many angles as possible. I really like doing there's a good tricep shot. Really trying to do the rope for my hammer curls. I don't know why. I get a really good pump out of it. One thing I'll do too is try to squeeze a little bit out when I come all the way up, just to kind of get that really good contraction. But yeah, hopefully in the next 6 to 8 months I could add a couple inches to my arms. My shoulders are just so much bigger than the rest of my arms. I don't know why. Trying to cheat a little bit for these last couple reps, just kind of pumping them out. I don't know if you guys have ever done this, you know, do any type of like rope curls. I usually try to mix it up. Some of my favorite bicep exercises are the incline curls, so I'll lay on a bench and do some curls that way. Again, like I said, I love these rope hammer curls. I feel really good when I do them, get a nice pump. But just trying to exhaust the muscle as much as possible, since I haven't been doing a lot of hypertrophy work whatsoever lately, just because I've been more concerned on my strength. And then what we're going to do is just finish off with some concentration curls. I couldn't think of the name right there. It was on the tip of my tongue and I just couldn't figure out what it was. So with concentration curls, really just works the peak of the bicep. Just doing, I think I did 2 to 3 sets here. Try to keep that elbow against your inner thigh, really bring the weight up, keep your wrist nice and tight, and squeeze as much as possible at the top of the movement. I did these for years and years and years and got a lot of, got some good growth out of it. So I'm going to start implementing these again since I stopped, because I haven't been doing much bicep work at all, and if I want my arms to grow, got to do more bicep work. So we're just hitting, I think like I said, my second set here, 35. I was out of it by here, had too many people talking to me, and I was done. So overall, that's it, guys, and that's a wrap. Thanks again for watching. Peace.